welcome back to 8 Limbs Yoga. Today we are going to be diving into the fourth ethic of the yamas, which is Brahmacharya. And this might be the most controversial of all ethics. It is, at its most rigid foundational form, the ethic of celibacy. Now, before you get up and leave and say, okay, if that's part of the deal, I'm out, I really do invite you to stay with me and explore this ethic, because there have been much more modern translations of this that make it more approachable and more doable in our everyday lives. So when we look at this ethic, we can actually split up into two words. So we have Brahma, which in the Hindu faith is the creator or all being, the higher divine. And then we have Acharya, which is likened to being on the journey toward or moving toward or encompassing whatever that is. So when we look at the word Brahmacharya, we're really discussing being on the journey toward the divine or the higher self, however you want to look at that. So in ancient texts, it was taught that there is a latent energy that resides kind of at the root chakra. And by engaging in sexual intercourse or even in sexual desires, you then expend that energy and it doesn't actually ever get to be its fullest potential. So without that expenditure of energy, this energy can move up the body and help to connect us to higher source or our higher selves. Again, however you want to look at that. So other interpretations, more modern interpretations, have now started to look at this as more of how to control this energy rather than being celibate from it or, not using it. So to me, this energy is really about the desire that we have that maybe satisfies you in the moment, but leaves you ending up feeling not as fulfilled as you would like. And for me, this is something that I actually struggled with quite a bit back in the day. And mine really was the struggle of sex. And I was all consumed by it. It was constantly on my mind. And when I look back in my old journals, it was, boys, 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 boys. And I just was, that was where I was putting my energy. So it wasn't until I really started looking at my patterns of behavior and started being honest with myself that I realized that I needed to give myself a break from this. And so I gave myself a year off of dating and completely out of being in relationships. And it was the best thing that I could have done for myself. In that year, I really had time. I had time to devote to other things that were actually benefiting my life as opposed to bringing me down. So, and again, this ethic doesn't necessarily have to revolve around sex. It's really about controlling your desire and where you're spending your energy. So is where you're spending your energy helping you to build yourself to the highest path, or is it distracting you from it? So one of the things that I feel like I see that is a huge distraction these days is social media. So even though it might not feel like you're spending your energy on social media, I might pose the question, do you have control over your desire for it, right? Like when you get on your phone, do you just happen to be on your social media page and then go, how did I even get here? Or even worse, what was I even doing on my phone to begin with? And it doesn't even have to be social media. It could be, are you spending your energy worrying about things in the world that you can't change? Are you spending your energy judging other people? Are you spending too much energy working and not even realizing it? So I invite you to think just for a second, where am I spending majority of my energy? And then think, is this helping to bring me to the highest state that I am trying to achieve? Or is it bringing me down or distracting me from doing that? And instead of judging yourself for it or, criticizing yourself, just take a second to notice it and then make a commitment to work toward changing that. I couldn't think of a better way to practice the ethic of Brahmacharya other than the work of Kundalini yoga. So for those of you who don't know Kundalini yoga, it really is the work of drawing up this latent energy from the root chakra and bringing it, manipulating it up throughout the body. Unfortunately, I am not certified or qualified to teach Kundalini, so I thought I would do something a little different today, and I am actually going to leave you with one of my favorite Kundalini teachers, Kia Miller. And she does a great job of working this energy all the way out through the crown of the head. I love doing this practice in the morning or right before I sit for meditation. By the end of it, you are just like floating. And I don't know, I hope that you enjoyed this practice. And thank you so much for being with me today. Namaste.
Hi, welcome to Glow. My name's Kia Miller. Today's practice is really designed for anyone and everyone. This is to warm the body, to stimulate energy at the navel, and to awaken a really sweet, clear mental state. Let's begin by sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at your heart and rub your palms a little bit, stimulating the energy in the palms, the energy of your heart. And we'll tune in with Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine creative consciousness within, the teacher within. We're tuning in to all the saints and sages who have gone before us, calling on their wisdom and their grace as we practice. Hands to the heart. Inhale to begin. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale deeply and exhale. Great. Bring yourself around. Let's come on to the hands and knees, and we'll get the energy starting to flow along the spine, inhaling and exhaling. Give yourself enough space between the knees and the hands so that you can really move your spine in its full range of motion, inhaling and exhaling. And take a deep inhale and exhale. So you stretch your right leg back now. Inhale. If your low back's tender, don't lift it too high, just straight back. Inhale, and then exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, stretch up and back. And exhale, release the knee. And the other side. Inhale, left leg stretches up and back. Pull the chest through the arms. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release the knee down. Take a deep inhale. Arch forwards. And then exhale, lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Pressing through the hands. Lifting through the hips. Stretching down through the heels. Just allowing a moment to open up the whole back side of the body, lengthening the spine, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Try lifting your kneecaps and firming your thighs. And walk your hands back to your feet. And just hang for a moment. Hold your elbows. Get a little bit more space through the backs of the legs. Feel free. If you want to rock side to side a little, bend one knee, then the other. Interlace your hands behind your back. Bring the arms up and over. Take a couple of breaths. And then press into the feet. Inhale, slowly come up. Good. And exhale here. And we'll just get a little bit more energy going. So right hand on your heart, left arm out. Inhale, and then exhale, swing. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Knees a little bit bent. Deep inhale, both hands onto your heart. And full exhale. Beautiful. Just standing for a moment, checking in, noticing how you feel. And we'll do one more of these dynamic warm-up exercises, inhaling arms up, and then exhale, fall forward. Arms sweep behind you. Put a little bend in your knees for this first one, and then inhale up and exhale. Three more. Deep inhale. Pause your breath, stretch up. And exhale, release the arms down and just allow a moment standing tall. Close your eyes, notice your energy. Wonderful. We're coming into a squat. You can either have your heels on the ground or your heels slightly up on a blanket. And your arms are going to extend forward. Index fingers stretch forward. Gentlemen, right thumb over left. Ladies, left over right. And breath of fire here. This helps to flush out any stagnation in the lower digestive tract. Stimulates the energy in the whole lower part of the body, the first, second, third chakras or energy centers. So you start to gather up that energy, and then we'll direct it through the rest of this practice. Just do the best you can. If you need to take a break, please honor that. We'll be here just about 15 more seconds. Deep inhale. Pause the breath. Engage the pelvic floor, squeezing the muscles down at the base of the spine, lifting the lower belly. And then exhale. Wonderful. Lower your butt down to the ground and stretch your legs out in front of you. Really nice. Shake it out for a moment. And then we're going to lie down onto our backs and just move the navel a little bit. So first one, lying down, you'll piston your legs. And it has this balancing effect on the energy of the lower part of the body. Inhale, one leg is bent, the other is straight, and exhale, switch. Keep the sides of your waist drawing down towards the ground. Keep your awareness down at the belly area as you're moving. Very good. Keep going. And inhale, stretch both legs out. And exhale, relax them. Take a few deep breaths, just focusing at your power center, at the navel. Feel the whole area below and slightly above your belly button. Wonderful. Now we're going to come into a homeopathic dose of stretch pose. If you're new to this, you're going to lift one leg up off the ground, holding the back of the head, and then switch over when I tell you. Otherwise, you'll do the full pose coming in, Ardha Navasana, and then pulsing the belly with breath of fire again. Please be sure to take breaks as and when you need to, so there's no strain that you're building up in your body. There's just 20 seconds to go. Deep inhale. Hold for as long as you comfortably can, and then exhale, relax down. Take a moment. Again, breathe into now more of the solar plexus area, a little bit higher. So you start to direct the flow of your energy with your attention. Then bend your knees in to your chest. And then you can hold your knees, nose up between your knees if you feel any strain in your neck. I know I do when I come into this pose, so just be mindful of that. If you do, you'll have your hands behind your head. Keep your nose tucked between your knees. And again, breath of fire or long deep breathing, and just do the best that you can. Just 30 more seconds. Deep inhale. And hold the breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Lift yourself as tight as you can into that little bowl. And then exhale, relax. Stretch your legs out for a moment. Relax through, especially the upper back, through the back of your neck. One more deep breath here. And hug your knees into your chest. Roll backwards and forwards. Just a couple of times. Don't worry how far your feet roll back. Just a couple of little rolls. And roll all the way up. Wonderful. And we'll move into this beautiful practice for the colon, heart, and lungs. So come sitting in easy pose. And left hand in your lap, or just palm up, down and rested. Right arm is up. Flex your wrist as much as you can. Right up to the ceiling, your arms at about 60 degrees, so a little bit higher than horizontal. And you're going to move just 20 times up and down. So follow me, and we'll go, at just a moderate pace. Deep inhale, all the way stretched up. And exhale down. Right palm in lap, left arm up, flex at about 60 degrees. And again, we'll go 20 times. Deep inhale. Press up towards the ceiling. And exhale, release down. Good. Take a moment. Spine tall. Feel into the center line of your body. And then let's go with both. So both palms straight up. And 20 times here again. It's helping to move the energy. Inhale, stretch up. Push your palms towards the ceiling. And exhale, release your arms down. Allow a moment, sitting tall, just being aware. All that energy we've been generating down in the lower body and the mid body is starting to move up. The arms are literally an energetic extension of the heart center. We're directing the energy upward and outward. So now we're coming into Shakti Mudra, where the hands are together right above the head. Shakti, the great energy, the great primal energy. So from here, pretty simple, we'll inhale up, exhale down. Just do the best you can. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just move your arms in this direction. If you just have your arms moving a little over your head, that's enough. Just get the energy, lift it up. Get the inspiring energy moving through your system. Keep it up, keep it up. I know it gets challenging. Here we go, last few. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, release your arms down, turn the palms up, allow a moment, you can close your eyes. And just feel, go really into your experience. Notice the feeling through your upper back, your arms. See if you can tune in on the vibrational level. Good. And then bring your hands back into Shakti pose. And this time we just hold and breathe. All of us are built differently. All of our shoulders are different. So if this is you, if this is what it looks like, wonderful. Just hold with all your intention to just be steady, to find your stillness in this posture right here, right now. Energetically drawing the energy towards the higher centers of the body. Deep, full breaths. Doing great. Trust that you're a lot stronger than you realize. Find your mental stability, your ability to be in a challenging situation, but still witness it, not react, just witness. Find your resource, in this case, your breath. Last few seconds. Deep inhale. And exhale, release your hands down. Well done. Again, take a moment with your palms up, relax. Once you become subtle to energy, you can sense the little shifts that happen from posture to posture. Perhaps you notice how the mind starts to get quieter and more expansive. The things that may have been bothering you suddenly seem less important. Wonderful. We're into the last posture here now. Arms are out to the side like giant wings. And You'll bring the arms up without quite clapping and then down. And bring a little enthusiasm and joy into this movement because we know we're not doing it for long. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, release your arms down. Again, palms up. Allow yourself to get very still. Feel in toward your center. These arm exercises have a very potent effect on our energy. In this case, with the arms out, stretched out, balancing the auric field, the energetic field around you, making you stronger, less perceptible to energies around you, more protected. Wonderful. So we have this very last one, which is a tag on to the last exercise. And you're going to hold your arms out and really solidify this energy. So before you come into this, I'd like you to hold an intention. Just see yourself in your full vitality, full mastery, full radiance, full power. And then arms out to the side. Just hold this posture. Long, deep breaths. Feel your strength. It's kind of such a great metaphor, this pose, to the inner stance that we need to take in life, especially in these times of great polarity, to be able to hold the center. Be inclusive of both sides of the polarity, but to hold the center line, to not be swayed in either direction. As yogis, we want to become really skillful at walking that middle path, that middle line. Not isolating ourselves or cutting off others, not making others wrong, but being open to see all the different manifestations of consciousness. And to be truly minding our own business. So staying the course of self-reflection, self-correction. The moment we look outside of ourselves to blame or to expect others to change, now we've lost our power. You've got 20 seconds to go. This is you in your full power. Then take a deep inhale. And exhale, release the arms down. Great work. Close your eyes. First finger and thumb can touch, but palms are up. Stay in this relaxed yet very deeply still space. Sense the luminous quality to your energy. Receptivity of the mind. And setting your intention for the rest of your day. To stay connected to your inner calm. To be neutral. Walk the middle path. And bring lightness of being everywhere you go. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll close with a long Sat Chot Nam, inhaling. Sa Nam. Thank you for joining me today. I highly recommend that you take 5 minutes just lying down in Shavasana to really receive and keep integrating the effects of the practice before you jump off and move around. So if you can, please do that. And I'll see you again soon. Sat Nam.